Hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Batfuck, and this is episode 1 of my first time playthrough of Dragon Age 2. I really love Dragon Age Origins. I'm kind of actually disappointed I've only played it through twice. Both times I did it as a human, thief? A human rogue. Yeah, that's more like it. So there was a lot of thieving going on. And yeah, I've been meaning to play Dragon Age 2 for years and years and years, and I've just never gotten around to it. And hey, you know, that's one of the great things about streaming. It encourages me to play games, and it encourages me to play games I haven't played before, or haven't played in a while, as our past previous game, Final Fantasy XI-3. I'm looking forward to this. I know a lot of people shit on this game. Good start. I've sworn and I'm just over a minute in. I might get away with that. I don't know. Who cares? I'm not getting into this monetized anyway on YouTube. But, so, yeah. This game has a bad reputation. And I think part of that comes from how much people love Dragon Age Origins, myself included. And also the fact the game was very definitely rushed out. So I think this came out a year after Dragon Age Origins, which is crazy turnaround time. It's like, I'm pretty sure DAO took like close to a decade to make. I feel it's something like that. I'd have to look it up, but I feel like it's a really long time. And this game came out like a year later because they rushed it and things went wrong. Well, that's gonna happen. But I also hear there's a lot of genuinely really good things about this, things it did differently to frankly everyone else. So I'm looking forward to this. So let's get started, shall we? We have a game. Probably gonna have to move the camera at some point. But at the moment we've got our classes. We're starting on this screen because the main menu screen, I logged in and it just displays my email address on there. It's like, well, one of my email addresses. I have a lot, but it's still one of the ones I actually use. So it's like, I don't want that going out there. It's like, that's not unreasonable. Anyway, so characters we have. So at the moment, these are all looking very human. We're picking class and gender, so Major command arcing spells and hurl bolts magic from the stage. Okay. Major command arcing spells and hurl bolts magic from the stage, despite its powers. Why have they just spaced it differently? Immense power, mages are vulnerable when the allies fall or when enemy troops. Enemy troops. Where's the rest of it? I have some mods installed. They are purely bug fixes, but yeah, these are stopping. Click it. Does it give me more? Nope. Right. So you got your mages, you got your warriors, which are generally your sword board or two-handed, and you have your rogues. You know I'm playing rogue. I always choose rogues. They're always my favorite. So and we're gonna go female because. But do I have to elaborate on this? We all know, right? Prison. Oh, yeah. probably know more about Inquisition than I do this game, having somewhat watched people stream that game. So I know this is Varric.
I've had gentler invitations.
I am Cassandra Pentecost, Seeker of the Chantry.
And just, what are you seeking?
The champion.
Which one?
You know exactly why I'm here. Time to start talking, dwarf. They tell me you're good at it.
What do you want to know?
Everything. Start at the beginning.
Well, I do actually know kind of like the framing device for this game, which is, yeah, it's Inquisition of Varric. And Darkspawn looking a bit different. Okay, class based. And gender based, because I think might not get the sister in here.
Here we go.
Okay. This crap. So, and around. They'll just saw these. Okay, that's kind of neat. It's just holding out. Oh, I think there was something I might have installed that was not a bug fix. That was just letting me pick my character stats from scratch.
We'll
Right.
make it through this together.
Here they come. Shall I deal with them?
Hit that hard enough that you can hear it. Well, maybe you can't. But it won't let me do that one.
All yours, sister.
Okay, so let's have an actual look at these. Backstab. This is the one where you teleport behind them and get a backstab. Physical force. 2 times. What's force? Interesting. Crit chance 100%. A guaranteed crit, huh? Explosive flask. 100% stun chance normal enemies. Doesn't last very long. Evade. Backstep. Threat reduction. Okay. But also stun. Explosive strike. Completes the combo built up by Unforgiving Chain. Okay, whatever Unforgiving Chain is. Every basic melee attack that the rogue completed immediately prior to using explosive strike increases the damage inflicted by breaking the chain. Okay. Stealth. Yep. Paid from view, blah blah. Any XP on movement cover, yep. Well, that's going to see a lot of use. Rush. This feels fast paced. Well, also getting absolutely bodied there.
Let's finish this! There! Let's finish this! Get back!
Okay, I definitely want to turn damage numbers on. Oh, we're getting an ogre. We're getting an ogre. Again, does look different. Options. Gameplay. Interface. Show damage numbers. Show status effect. Yeah, sure. Show minor combat details.
How about you?
Easy enough.
There's no end to them.
The fuck?
Bullshit. That's not what really happened.
Does that not match the story you've heard, Seeker?
I'm not interested in stories. I came to hear the truth.
What makes you think I know the truth?
Don't lie to me! You knew her even before she became the champion.
Even if I did, I don't know where she is now.
Do you have any idea what's at stake here?
Let me guess. Your precious chantries fallen to pieces and put the entire world on the brink of war. And you need the one person who could help you put it back together.
The champion was at the heart of it when it all began. If you can't point me to her, tell me everything you know.
You aren't worried I'll just make it up as I go?
Not at all.
You'll need to hear the whole story.
It's like, yeah, it's like, oh, finally. I was like, surely if we're not gonna. Okay, Well, this is probably going to be the first hour. Okay, no, I see what's going on. No? Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, that's annoying. Well, I want to keep the those thing. It's like, that's Hawk. I'm gonna try that, this bit, but I expect it to fail miserably. You telling me, oh, that is stupid. Okay, you know what? Fine. Let's go much quicker than I thought it was going to. Well, that's the oldest. Back to you. And that's the last save. That's a fucking lie. I know that's a lie. Oh. No, it's first time playthrough. Let's go on normal. I am a coward.
The Blight had been unleashed on Ferelden. Darkspawn poured out of the wilds, clashing against the army at the ruins of Ostagar. The battle was a disaster. King Cailan died on the field with his men, betrayed by his most trusted general. Unopposed, the Horde marched on the village of Lothering. The village burned, and many innocents were slaughtered. The champion's family barely escaped in time.
I think that's all of them.
For the moment, Maker save us. We've lost it all. Everything your father and I built.
I know how much Lothering meant to you, but we have to move.
Yes, you're right.
We should have run sooner. Why did we wait so long?
Why are you looking at us? We've been running since Ostagar.
Are you two insane?
That's not what I said.
Die.
Please,
I picked number 3.
your sister.
Then let's go. Lead on.
And I apparently have a dog. I'm not sure I'm supposed to have a dog. Okay, these are all starting stats, I guess. I get to choose what spell she starts with, which I believe is a mod thing that allows party members to do that, as opposed to just. What's the most useful thing I can get straight away? Is it going to be heal? By looks of it, only two things I can get. She should have a default attack with staff, so we'll get heal. As annoying as that is. What's he carrying? Do I have a second weapon slot? If I can't change weapons, that's very annoying. If I fire damage 7 per second, yeah. That would go in place of something which I don't want to do. I want to have both. So the point being, here's this, it's great sword is two-handed. Which means giving him a shield ability would be pointless. But that's not shield based. Leader with fatal attack an enemy. Expects to watch strikes out with a weapon blunt and stun the opponent. I got plenty of stun. Base. Okay. Inventory, what you journal. Main plot. Yep. Yeah, these are all waiting for this to end. Holy crap. This is. I have. Yes, I probably have like the complete edition of this game, which I guess is why it looks like that. Right, no, we'll come back to those in a little bit. So that got map, which is yeah, there's nothing to show. And tactics. Using ranged or magic attack. Attack and then enemy. Can I just say any? Yep. Attack. Sure. Okay. Do. Not to attack anything, but he is to prioritize those with high or medium armor because they probably are also high or medium damage. Technically, let's see. Okay, and then we'll okay, enemy attacking party member attacking Hawk. We attack. Enemy surrounded by at least 3 enemies. Oh no, she doesn't have that because obviously we just reset everything. Okay.
Follow my lead! I only have that Feldon dagger equipped. This is exactly the same. Just to be clear, do we have 2 equipped? We do. Right, and this is exactly the same other than it has a dex requirement. Man, I really not have a second set of weapons, right? That's genuinely annoying. What's this? Okay, level up. Points spend both attributes and abilities. Well, actually, let's step back and check abilities first. What I'm looking to see is there something I like that there's side grades for abilities. Automatic critical, strike and stealth. That's a nice ability. I quite like that actually. It needs that to be able to do the stunning. Focus steps. What I want is something like in Dragon Age 1, where there's the ability that meant that actually you didn't really need to level dexterity, you put everything into cunning. For a short time, every basic melee attack Rogue executing in rapid success increases the chance to score a critical hit. Activating any other talent counters the effect, but Explosive Strike can exploit the chain for extra damage. Plus 2% chance per hit up to 10 hits, so you end up with a 20% crit rate. I mean, that is almost certainly what I'm going to get, but... It's attacks the ally side. That's neat. It's not so powers. It's made to become much more like crits get target. So it doesn't look like I've checked all of them, I think, yes. So there is nothing that makes it so I don't want to also get dex. It's frustrating actually. So let's start with attributes. How many points do I get? I think so. I'm gonna put 2 in dex, 1 in cunning. And there we have 1 ability point. I'm guessing a specialization point goes on the actual big one. And it's just a general buff to all of them, but that is very much a guess, and they might unlock something else. So, we said backstab. Isn't there something about get distracted, increase damage from the rogue's attacks, some victory, back to back, and good. This wasn't any of those. Numbers automatic critical hit if striking from stealth. Okay, also combines with other talents. Is there an actual backstab thing in this that I might have missed? So I can get evade. It's by default isn't that useful. This, I would need a bow. For the moment, that's not quite what I'm after. Let's start with backstab. I'm sure I'm going to wind up using something else. Meanwhile, options, key bindings. And that's all the way over there. Ish. Okay, what am I looking for? I was looking for a specific thing. And it under highlight useful objects. Okay.
Wait. Where are we going?
Away from the Darkspawn, where else?
And then where? We can't just wander aimlessly.
Wherever we go, what's important is that we don't separate.
We can go to Kirkwall.
Kirkwall? Are you sure that's wise?
There's a lot of Templars in Kirkwall, Mother.
I know that, but we still have family there, and an estate.
Then we need to get to Gwarin and take ship.
If we survive that long, I'll just be happy to get out of here.
On your guard!
Okay, I like her.
Will not have him! They will not have you. Not while I breathe. That's enough! Got you!
Stop squirming, Wesley. You'll make it worse.
Apostate, keep your distance.
Well, the Maker has a sense of humor. Darkspawn and now a Templar. I thought they all abandoned Lothering.
The Spawn are clear in their intent, but a mage is always unknown. The Order dictates.
Wesley.
That woman is an apostate. The Order dictates.
Dear, they saved us. The Maker understands.
Of course.
I am Aveline Valenne. This is my husband, Sir Wesley. We can hate each other when we're safe from the Horde. How bad is that wound?
I think my sword arm's a loss, even with healing.
Then you will have mine, as always.
For now, we move with you. North is cut off. We barely escaped the main body of the Horde.
Then we're trapped. The wilds are to the south, that's no way out.
We have no choice. The Darkspawn have us fenced in. We go south.
Got a lot of things there. Also unlocking Aveline as well. Okay. Moment. So now we've got a bunch of stuff. We need to actually look at what spells she got. I find out what's going on. So cold, always nice. Kind of cold, very, very good in Origins. It's mastering. Interesting. So there's a fire upgrade, but not an ice one. I never used entropy spells that much, but obviously I know they are actually very, very good. I mean, that sounds like it's pretty fucking nailed on. Like, why would I not get that? Well, because I'll have multiple mages, ideally. Arcane Shield. Crushing Prison. This is very, very good spell in Origins. It's probably the second best spell in Origins. Just because of how useful this thing is. Cost the entire party. Elemental damage. Yep. That's gonna get used. Just instant 3 extra damage. Big Bolt, Walking Bomb, Spirit Mastery, Death Siphon, Spell Magic. I'm guessing we don't have anything as ridiculously overpowered as oh god, what is the thing? The Mage Killer spell. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one that it does damage based on enemies' mana. And so basically, after a bit of time into the game, your any mage mana cleanse might have been stuff like that. Anyway, after you level up your mage a little bit, they one shot any enemy mage instantly with that. It's just like, oh, this is so good. So Mind Blast, not that fussed about you. Spirit Bolt, not that fussed about you. Winter's Grasp, that's probably my choice. Yeah, get Winter's Grasp. Okay. All strike will succeed. Based on warrior strength, so it's like, yeah, okay. To put it all into strength at the moment. Okay, so we've got you new abilities. Get Pommel Strike. A single target stun. Just press it down on foes. She's also a warrior. But we're going to look at her gear. She's using a sword and a shield. So she's going to be a rather different bench for all classes for the amount of damage inflicted by a critical hit, so we're going to give her a point in cunning and 2 in strength. She had different abilities. Well, she has an extra one, I think. Father had access to that, but he didn't have access to this. Right, what does she have access to? We've got 2 ability points. Weapon of shield. Yeah, we've got shield bash. Stonewall. So actually, yep, we'll now go on to you, and yep, tank is how I want to go. Enemy attacking Bethany, we'll attack. Enemy attacking actually rank no What am I thinking? I want her to, I mean, attack is not actually her main purpose. Her main purpose is defense. Tucker using attack type. Surrounded by enemies, least X allies are alive. What I want is to see if I can get some kind of taunt skill. Rank is not point. Type, don't care. So just say enemy any attack. We've prioritized keeping Bethany alive. She's our healer. Yes, check key binding just to make sure. Kill, quick mana stamina, quick slots. Man, that's a travesty not having multiple weapon slots. That's gonna make me so unhappy. We double check back there to make sure nothing dropped.
I can't believe the Darkspawn have reached this far so quickly.
Be ready for anything. I'm sure there's more trouble to come.
Keep sharp.
Now we fight!
Jump means it actually pays to attack enemies at distance. Dead refugee. Yeah. Injury kit, I assume that does the exact same thing as the previous game, which is if you basically get knocked out upon revival, you have a injury.
Let's make this quick.
Okay, this is easy so far. A ring. Right, attack is hit rate. It's not like damage. Hit rate. Still really useful.
Here we go.
Nearly died there.
Let's finish this. Quickly, before they regroup. We must press towards the wilds.
Chrissy, oh, I'm injured, I am. I swear it. Okay. Chest. It is set that in the midst of the Black Age, when werewolves stalked the lands of Ferelden in numbers that kept every farmholder indoors and a hound on every doorstep, powerful Arl of the Alamari people stood and declared that he would put an end to the threat. Zarling stood on the border of the Dark Forest and the southern border of the Ferelden Valley, and he claimed that the werewolves used the forest along with their midnight assaults on humanity. For 20 years, this Arl led an army of warriors and hounds deep into the forest. In its hunt for the werewolves, he slew not only every wolf he came upon, but also every member of the chasing wilderfolk. Any one of them, he said, could harbour a demon sight, and thus be a werewolf in disguise. For 20 years, the forest rang with screams and the rivers ran red. The tales say that an old chasing woman found her sons all dead at the Arl's blades. She pulled one of the fairy blades from one son's heart and plunged it into her own chest, cursing the Arl's name as she did so. When blood touched the ground, a mist began to rise. It spread and spread until it was everywhere in the forest. The Arl's army became lost, and it said that they died there. Others say they won still. The ruins of this Arling stand to this day, filled with the ghosts of women waiting eternally for their husband to return. The forest of the legend is, of course, the Korcari Wilds. There's many legends about the great southern forest and their shadows, or so the saying goes. The chasing wilderfolk have made their home there since mankind first came to these lands, and the wildlands spread as far into the south as anyone has ventured. Beyond the mist, vast tracts of snow, white-capped mountains, and entire fields of ice. It's a land too cold for mankind to survive, yet they chase and eke out an existence even there. They tell of horrors beyond the wilds that the lowland folk could not begin to comprehend. Most, for Elden, simply it ends with the Korcari world. There's nothing beyond. The world is a land of great trees, wet mosses, and dangerous monsters. What more need be said? Land of the Wilders by Mother Aelis, Chantry Scholar, 918 Dragon. Faithful Scaven's Reach. Rifle Shield. Okay, 5 physical damage time per second, but also health +4 health regenerate. Bam! Instant upgrade. Armor, light gauntlets. Vertidex cunning, that's gonna be for you. Okay. Alright, I'm going to take a break back a few minutes. Words. I'm going to be back in a couple of minutes after some ads. See you soon. Okay, make that fade out a bit longer, I think. Felt like it's very short. Okay, if you're watching this on YouTube, you won't know what I'm talking about, but when I had to break the screen up, the Tristram theme from Diablo 1 and 2 was playing. What's this? Back to back. Not that fussed about that at the moment. With precision, bonus to critical hits and attack. So hit rate and crit chance increased. 15% stamina. Okay. The mode is active, rogue attacks for max increased speed. Attack speed, probably more important, honestly. Even more like to hit, breakdowns in greater chance of critical hit. Speed sounds honestly the most useful. Though, that does not sound bad. Only additional bonus from the other two. Oh, the speed of that stun chance, even 1% is actually pretty nice. I think I'll hold off on any of the. Well, obviously I can only get that one, but I'll hold off on it for the moment. Stealth or evade. I got stealth now. Sabotage, rush, or miasmic flask. That the short duration, which is not great, but 4 seconds is quite a long time. If your AI is set up well. What are these? I don't know. Okay. Well, I think I get stuff, don't I? So I seem only got that. And now what do we have? Spirit Bolt. Bolt can cast with great frequency. Spell magic. I mean, that's really good. That's insanely good, actually. Mind Blast, Arcane Shield. Awesome Elemental. Applies all pipe mounts with a quarter effect. That's really nice. I can upgrade heal. Alright. Restorative energy, health regen 40%. Comes to Tide. What does that mean? Is it another plus 40%? So it's 80%? Heroic Aura. That's not even a question, is it? Giant's Reach. Always 200 attacks through the air with such power that each generates a shockwave past the point of impact, effectively extending the weapon's reach. It's not bad. Discipline, not anger, making everything count, so hit rate is increased. So that's probably always going to be the problem. With the two-handed, is your hit rate is just not going to be as good. Turn the play. My name is Judith. Select. Defense plus 10. Ventilators. Plus 40%. That's lovely. Bolster. Same for about stamina regen. Normal strike. Taunt. Not for you, but someone's going to get that. Oh, yes. Aveline is absolutely getting that. Okay, kind of tempted to get control. Hmm. That will be really, really good really soon, but I don't want to use it just at the moment. Normal strike taunt. He's not getting taunt, so make sure we hit. You get taunt. Okay, now we need to fiddle with tactics. Enemy. We'll start with actually attacking party member Bethany. Usability taunt. And you. Right, I've probably forgotten what stuff he has, but enemy. Right, at least 2 enemies use ability have Stonewall, so might as well stick that in. That's gonna be your top one. Also, I don't think you need to be too complicated. Enemy. Any attack. Right, you have some options. So we just say, for the moment, enemy, any, and just look at what abilities we've got. Heal with Winter's Grasp. So Winter's Grasp, we are going to change that to, that is going to be an Alpha Strike for enemies elite or higher. It's going to be below healing, but other than that, it's high up. Enemy. Any, I don't think this will be anything useful. Stealth, not really that handy. I guess actually, if self surrounded by at least 4 enemies, your stealth. No idea what this is going to be. Well, that's going to be enemy, any attack. Not actually worried about this, so Any for the moment, just have that on attack, but that can get changed. Oh, surrounded by at least 2 enemies. Enemy, any, set that to attack as well. Okay. Over here. Sustain, so keep that on. Sustain, so keep that on. And you don't have any sustains. You don't have any sustains. Okay, that ran out. Must be 60% choice. Right, let's not do what I... This looks familiar.
You soulless bastards!
Carver! Now we fight! Let's finish this!
Is that already dead?
Let's finish this! Go down!
Carver, wake up. The battle's over. We're fine.
Oh, it didn't last long, did it?
Your son is gone.
No, these things will not take Carver.
That seems harsh. True, but let's not say that. Gave himself to save us. I mean, that's really not true. He just charged in like a moron. Maybe we should grieve when we're safe. I don't like any of these options, but we're going with that.
Maybe we should grieve when we're safe.
Don't speak to me of grief. This is your fault. How could you let him charge off like that? Your little brother. My little boy.
Mother, we can't stay here.
That wasn't well acted.
Father wouldn't want his sacrifice to be meaningless.
What sacrifice?
Lend your son's soul to the Maker, mistress. Ashes we were, and ashes we become. Maker, give this young man a place at your side. Let us take comfort in the peace he has found in eternity.
At least steal his equipment.
I will never forget you, Carver.
The mother's voice acting here is not spectacular.
Our lives are more valuable to him than our prayers. Let's go.
flames. We're too late.
Follow Eileen!
Went from all over, huh?
There's no end to them.
You're not gonna have a dragon appear again, are we? The other dragon appear again. Barak! There is no goddamn way the only dragon that is roaming about. Actually, technically, at this time there were 2 dragons roaming around Ferelden. One actually wasn't roaming around the surface, and that was the thingy. This one Flemeth. Why is she walking like that?
Well, what have we here?
And it's like, well, I'm just gonna walk up.
It used to be we never got visitors to the wilds, but now it seems they arrive in hordes.
Hey, Captain Janeway. 1 or 3, definitely not 2. If you're gonna kill us, you already would have. I don't know what we would have done if you hadn't arrived, or impressive. We should learn how to turn it into dragon. It's like she learned it a long time ago. Well, she does not look anything like she did in Dragon Age Origins.
I don't know what we would have done if you hadn't.
Thank her.
I do. You would have perished. You still may. If you wish to flee the Darkspawn, you should know you are heading in the wrong direction. Wait, you can't just leave.
Yes, you can.
Can I not? I spotted a most curious sight. A mighty ogre vanquished. Who could perform such a feat? But now my curiosity is sated and you are safe for the moment. Is that not enough?
We won't be able to get through the Darkspawn on our own.
They are everywhere, or soon will be. Where is it you plan to run to, hmm?
We need to get to Kirkwall, in the Free Marches.
Kirkwall? My, but that is quite the voyage you plan.
Be
Your
quiet.
king will not miss you, hmm?
King Cailan was betrayed. There's nothing for me here.
I see. Hurtled into the chaos, you fight, and the world will shake before you. Is it fate or chance? I can never decide. It appears fortune smiles on us both today. I may be able to help you yet.
There must be a catch, but don't look. Don't look a helpful dragon in the mouth.
Anything you could do for us would be appreciated.
Maybe we shouldn't trust her. I don't even know what she is.
I know what she is. The Witch of the Wilds.
Some call me that. Also Flemeth. Asha Belinar. An old hag who talks too much. Does it matter? I offer you this. I will get your group past the Horde in exchange for a simple delivery to a place not far out of your way. Would you do this for a Witch of the Wilds?
Investigate.
What is a witch of the wilds exactly? A chastened legend. Witches that steal children.
Bah, as if I had nothing better to do.
You're an apostate?
Yes.
E apostate.
How much trouble will this delivery be exactly?
About as much trouble as my saving your lives not 5 minutes ago.
That's a lot to ask without telling us what this involves.
It's nothing more dangerous than one so capable can handle.
You would go through all that trouble to have something delivered?
I have an appointment to keep. It is far more convenient this way. Happily, you're not without your own needs.
We don't have much choice.
We never do. There is a clan of Dalish elves near the city of Kirkwall. Deliver this amulet to their keeper, Marithari. Do as she asks with it, and any debt between us is paid in full. Before I take you anywhere, however, there is another matter.
No, leave him alone.
What has been done to your man is within his blood already.
You lie!
She's right, Aveline. I can feel the corruption inside me.
This
Dark
corruption
Taint.
is the permanent sort, I take it.
The only cure I know of is to become a Grey Warden.
And they all died at Ostagar.
Not all, but the last are now beyond your reach.
Aveline, listen to me.
You can't ask me this. I won't.
Please. The corruption is a slow death. I can't.
He's your husband, Aveline. I can't decide his fate.
Be strong, my love.
Oh, don't actually make her do it. I can do it. Not very good armor, was it? That knife went straight through.
Without an end, there can be no peace. It gets no easier. Your struggles have only just begun.
Flemeth,
I thought that might interest you.
you expect me to believe a myth swooped out of the wild to save the champion?
Oh, come now, Seeker. Do I need to recite the tale of the Warden as well?
No. Perhaps I shouldn't be surprised to hear of her involvement.
I liked my version better, too.
What else aren't you telling me then? Did she send someone with the champion?
In a matter of speaking.
So it's true. Continue. But if you tell me they all flew to Kirkwall on a dragon...
Nothing so fanciful, I assure you. The witch kept her word and got them to Guaran, where they took ship. They sailed north across the waking sea, lashed by terrible storms. 2 weeks they spent in that dark hold, packed in with the fearful and the desperate. And then they saw it. Kirkwall, the city of chains. Long ago it was part of the Imperium, slaves coming from far and wide to work the quarries. it's a free city, but I use the word loosely. Sail through those black cliffs and you'll see what the slaves of old saw. The gallows, welcoming you. That's where their ship landed, with all the rest.
A rather squat looking ship. Big enough to have 2 sails, not much crew.
They're not letting anyone into the city.
What? That can't be.
It's true. Look at them all.
They're Fereldans, just like us. Fleeing for their lives.
And they would throw us all back to the wolves. Unbelievable.
We're getting into the city, one way or another. We need to find Gamlen. Our family has always been highly regarded in Kirkwall. He can do something, I'm sure of it.
Let's hope he received your letter. The guards seem to be reporting to that man. Perhaps we should speak to him.
Just making sure we don't have any weird stat boosts or level ups. Do not. I'm gonna run past all these.
With any luck, he's received my letter. How will we find anyone in this place?
Wesley would have been horrified to see this.
Get back to the crowd, you lot. Trying to bully your way through won't get you into Kirkwall any faster.
But you do intend to let us in.
We have enough poor of our own in the free marches. We don't need you refugees piling up here like a middens heap.
Why aren't we being allowed into the city?
If it were up to me, I'd bar the gates and let you find somewhere else to beg. But it's not. Some of you lot might have legitimate business in the city. So Knight Commander Meredith wants us to sort you all out. Most of you are getting right back on your ships, though.
That's a Templar title. Why would a city guardsman answer to the Templars?
We don't answer to her, but she's the power in Kirkwall. Don't know what would happen if the
Never
Viscount
good
went against something she
line.
wanted, but he's sure never taken that chance.
I heard someone call this fortress the Gallows. Is it a prison?
Used to be. Back in the Imperial days. They kept slaves here until the rebellion. Now the Templars run it, and use it to lock up their mages. Guess not much has changed.
Are mages imprisoned here?
Well, no more than anywhere else. It's a circle of magi now. Magic is to serve man, not rule him. And mages are better locked up where they don't hurt anyone.
There must be someone in charge I can speak
Oh,
to.
what I collect.
Yes, always the same story. You want in, talk to Captain Ewald. I'm just here to keep you refuse from climbing the walls.
Okay, apparently I just walked right past.
What's happening? Why aren't they letting anyone in?
Let us through.
Was Wesley based out of the Lothering Chantry? I don't remember ever seeing him there. He served elsewhere. He was coming to find me at Ostagar. Were you familiar with every Templar in Lothering? How else was I supposed to know when to run and hide?
Yep, good conversation, that one.
What are we going to do?
You came to the wrong place, just like all of us.
Did I not tell you to keep the rabble out of here?
There's only so much I can do, Monsieur. I don't control the gallows.
Then what am I paying you for?
Oh, I'm kidding you. I could already guarantee you that.
We need to find your uncle. With any luck, he's received my letters.
I'm sure when I play this back, it's going to be so damn quiet.
Let us through, you flaming blighter. We're not staying in this pit.
Then get back on your ship and leave. Kirkwall has no more room for refugees.
The ship's already gone. We've paid good coin to get here.
You and half of Ferelden. There's nothing I can do. The city is full.
Surely there's a bit of extra room for the pretty people.
You wouldn't be out here if nobody could enter.
That's right. We've seen you let lots of people through.
Citizens and merchants that make it worth our while. I'll assume that you don't have any more coin than these gentlemen. We've been letting you Fereldans in for months. You're too late. There's no more room.
But we have family here. Doesn't that mean anything?
I've heard claims like that 1,000 times already, trust me. We'll find some ships to take you all back to Ferelden, eventually. Until then, you stay here.
Perhaps if we knew exactly what it would take to get in.
No foreigner can enter unless they can prove they have coin to bring into the city.
You mean a bribe?
Technically, the Viscount's ordered that no one enters. You want to be a special case, you have to be special.
That's outrageous. It took all our coin just to get here.
You want eyes looking the other way? That takes convincing. And the price goes up each day this continues.
Our uncle is Gamlen Amel. He knows we're coming. Surely someone could find him.
Gamlen? I know that name.
He's a nobleman here in the city. Our family has an estate.
A nobleman? The only Gamlen I know is a weasel who couldn't rub two coppers together. He comes back, I'll bring you to him. But I don't have time to...
What? You gonna let them through?
I didn't say anything about...
We've been here for 4 days. They just got here.
That's it. We're carving our way out of here. Men?
Be careful!
Now
you fall!
Unbelievable.
Captain, are you all right?
I am, no thanks to you. Where is everyone? Go find them. I want this kept under control. You have my thanks. Look, I can't get you into the city. It's not my decision. But I'll find your uncle and bring him here.
Well, the guy's been completely reasonable.
It's been 3 days. This waiting has to end.
I'm sure it won't be much longer. Gamlen must still be looking for us.
And if
You have a lot of faith in him.
Wait,
Considering
I think someone's coming.
Leandra! Damn, girl. The years haven't been kind to you.
Gamlen!
Let me say up front, I wasn't expecting this. The Blight, your husband, dead. I'd figured you'd pretty much be Ferelden for life.
Oh, Gamlen. We came too late. My poor Carver didn't make it, and Drastic guide him.
Oh, Maker, save me. Leandra, don't drop this on me here. I don't even know if I can help you get in.
I'm more concerned about Mother. Can you get her in at least?
No. We stay together.
I was hoping to grease some palms, but the Knight Commander's been cracking down. We're gonna need more grease.
But what about the estate? Surely Father left something when he died?
Right, about the estate. It's, gone. To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
Then there's no hope.
Not quite. I know some people who might help. If you're not too delicate about the company you keep.
okay, investigate. Do you need to stay in Kirkwall? Go to another city? Where are you going to go? That's a dumb question. And Wealthy really can't help us. No, those are both actually useless questions. So uncle, what do you have in mind? What do you mean exactly? I need to get my family to Kirkwall.
What do you mean exactly,
And they're all the same question.
I talked to my contacts, and I found some people who might be willing to pay your way into the city. The catch is, you and your sister have to work off the debt. For a year.
A year?
It's the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option anywhere else.
So, you're selling us into indentured servitude? That's your idea?
Think of it as having a job waiting for you in your new home.
Wonderful.
I managed to convince my contacts to come to the gallows to meet you personally. Mirren heads up the mercenary company, the Red Iron. They're looking for recruits. Fenril, I guess you might call her a smuggler. Either one of them can help you. All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth the trouble.
What kind of man is this Mirren?
He's a hired sword. What do you expect him to be like? I wouldn't bring him home for dinner or anything, but he's got a decent reputation. I wouldn't have asked him if I thought he'd cross you.
How dangerous is this smuggler's work?
Well, it won't be pretty working for her. She's a pretty small fish compared to some of the other thieves' guilds around here. But she's tough, She's fair, and she never deals in slaves or flesh.
What do you think about this, Bethany?
We've come this far. I don't care who we work for, as long as it means we don't have to go back.
Also, this is all about family. Aveline is not family. I really like Aveline's arms, by the way. I'll find them and see what they have to say.
Oh, Gamlen, I don't know about this.
It's a lot of coin, Leandra. Don't go expecting our name to carry the kind of weight it used to.
And what of me? I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
Can't see that it makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
Then you're
Orbs.
I have no real option. Thank you.
Statues of tortured slaves filled the gallows courtyard, a ghastly moment in Kirkwall's history. 1500 years ago, Kirkwall was the Tevinter Imperium's largest quarry, feeding the construction of the Imperial Highway. The Imperium's hunger for expansion led to legions of slaves forced into work in the quarry. When the Empire's construction phase ended, Kirkwall slid naturally into its new role as the capital of the slave trade, the gallows at its heart. The statue is not monuments to the suffering of slaves. Every inch and angle of the courtyard was designed by masters bent on breaking the spirit of newcomers. Executions here took place daily, sometimes hourly, and corpses were hung from gibbets throughout the yard. New slaves trotting in from the docks saw what awaited them. When Our Lady turned her armies against the Imperium, the slaves of Kirkwall revolted and claimed the city for themselves. The gallows stood empty for 200 years, not to be reopened until the crowning of Divine Justinian I. The gallows transformed the city again and the prison tower became the home of Kirkwall Circle. In the pursuit of knowledge, the travels of Chauncey Scholar by Brother Chenativi. Hey! I remember him.
I've already told you, I can't give you any more for them.
But that was everything we have. It's all we brought with us.
And I feel for you, Sarah, but it's the best I can do.
If they just let us into the city, I could get 3 times that price.
Myron?
Your business is done.
But... Oh.
Now then, what can I do for you, Sarah?
I didn't think there'd be any stores here in the fortress.
There are many merchants who come here right now who can't afford the bribes to enter the city. So the Templars suggested having someone set up shop, temporarily. And I am the lucky man.
You mean you paid your own bribes to be here?
If they allowed everyone to set up shop, this place would turn into a bazaar. Sadly, there's only so much I can do for those Fereldans. Poor sods.
I'm sure you're very broken up over it.
I meant you. Folks like yourself.
She didn't seem very happy with the deal you made.
What am I supposed to do? Buy every piece of furniture these people dragged with them?
I'm sure they'd rather not sell what little they have left.
My point is that I'm running a business, not a charitable order. I'm sorry.
I imagine the profits help with the guilt.
I don't need anything.
As you wish, Sarah.
More interested in that chest, but apparently I can't do anything with it. No. You're on my errand. That's that little shit and I'm going to kill. I don't know when, I don't know what specifically is going to trigger it, but I'm definitely killing that fuck. Just guarantee it. Right, right, I guess I have to talk to both? plot. Deliver Flem's amulet to keep Marathari in the Danish camp on Sundermount and destruct them Lothering. But either Athenril or Mirren in the Gallows Courtyard, either might be willing to provide a way into Kirkwall. So I guess this is a question of what do? We could join a mercenary company for a year, or we could join a smuggler, do crime for a year. Just trying to... This posture of hers, it seems odd. And Hawk had the same posture. It feels like Aveline has a different one. Okay, I'm gonna talk to him to see what he says.
Your uncle, was it? Good. I thought he was another confidence man trying to sell promises. I don't suppose he has the coin you'll need to get in.
He doesn't seem to have any more than we do.
Ah, that's a shame. If it were just up to me, I'd let you through, but there are a lot of eyes watching, a lot of palms that need greasing. My suggestion? Wait for a ship and hope the next city hasn't already closed their doors.
Let's see if...
Good luck, whatever you do.
Okay. Right,
I never thought I would find myself begging to be allowed back into Kirkwall.
Remember, it's Mirren or Athenril you're looking for. Either of them can help you out.
So now we have to earn our way into the city. How hard can that be?
I hope we can get into the city soon. I don't know what will happen if we have to go elsewhere.
okay, right. Let's think this through. What we do? So we can either go for... Yeah. We can either go for the smuggler or the mercenaries. The way Gamlen talked about them, actually neither of them is a bad choice, really. Technically, one does crime, and the other one might also do crime, actually, because this mercenary company, you know, you go where the money is, you work. And generally speaking, you try to not get involved in real nasty stuff, unless you don't care about that sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah, that is pretty horrific. Look at these statues. Right, they're just replicated. Okay, but I need to actually make a decision, don't I? Well, you know what, yeah, save. Because of course that's what I'm going to do. And Athenril was the smuggler.
Are you Athenril?
You must be Gamlen's niece. Interesting. I don't know what he told you about us, but he certainly told us a great deal about you.
He didn't say anything about me, did he?
Enough to pique our interest, provided you can justify your uncle's confidence.
I'd like to know more about what we'd be doing for you.
I can be honest. We don't compete with the Thieves Guild, but we keep our fingers in a lot of pots.
That said, we're not killers or slavers. Anything short of that, however, is fair game.
Do what you want, but this sounds fishy to me.
We can't afford to be choosy. How did you get to be one of my uncle's contacts?
Is that what he calls me? He owes us after that last big idea. If you turn out, though, we'll consider things even.
I hear getting us into the city isn't cheap.
If you're as good as your uncle claims, we're hoping you'll be worth it. After all, it's not every day we're offered an apostate's services.
It appears our uncle likes to talk.
The Templars in Kirkwall like to think they have all mages properly leashed, but when has that ever been true? We can keep them from taking notice while you're with us. Wouldn't be the first time.
Tell me what you need done.
There's a merchant named Cavril, friend of the Templars, so they let him set up his little shop here in the Gallows. We supplied him in return for a piece of the take, but now he won't pay up. We can't go near him without him screaming for the guard, but you can. Get our money from him and you're in.
Okay. Catherine was coined for Cavril the merchant in the Gallows Courtyard Market. And the thing is, I can absolutely believe that. Let's try talkative.
Once again, Sarah. Have you come to trade?
I believe you owe your business partners something.
Oh, I see.
Should I go tell the guards?
Not just yet. I want to hear this. So, Ethenril sent you to collect, did she? Too cowardly to do it herself.
No, because that won't ever be as good. Here to collect. Pay up. You don't go any further.
If you pay up, this needn't go any further.
No, I'm not paying you thieves a single copper more.
That sounds like where we come in.
Let's make this quick.
Look out! More on the way!
Stop, enough! Here, take the key for the chest. That should be enough to pay that witch. Now I'm getting out of here. Let those guards find someone else to buy Dogland junk.
All set. Here you go, as requested.
Will you look at that? Tell your uncle we'll make the arrangements. Welcome aboard.
Okay, well, while that's going, it's time for me to take another break. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Off some ads. See you soon. Okay, I'm back. Level up time. I was just hit a nice 20. Okay, it's now level 4. Could get speed. That is real tempting to me. Armistice. Rogue distracts all enemies surrounding a single party member, drawing them away from their ally, redirecting them toward whichever ally is considered the second greatest threat on the battlefield. I don't think I like that. Attacking chosen allies to the current targets. Unfair conflict spells talents play bonus based on upper enemy surrounding companion like Baby Grace, Rob Savage, of the Elven. Okay. That was evade. That would be handy because if backstabbing is a thing, I think it is. I don't like this stuff. Explosive Strike. The rogue completes the combo built by Unforgiving Chain. Every basic melee attack that rogue completes immediately. I feel like this is not as good as it initially sounds because it's based upon the combo, and since the combo can naturally break, I believe, the moment you crit. For a short time, every basic melee attack the rogue executes in rapid succession increases the chance to score a critical hit. I'm not sure how this works. So, critical chance, stacking plus 2% per hit up to 10 hits. Now, does that mean upon 10 hits, you've got a maximum of plus 20% critical chance, and then every hit after that is counts towards stays at that critical chance, or I think that's what it is. And you basically drop your crit chance to massively, do a bunch of damage. Plus 50% per basic attack in previous chain up to 10 hits. So if we do 14 damage plus 50% in previous chain up to 10 hits, so, and it's just plus 50, so it becomes 500% damage at max. So plus 500%, so 6 times, then times 10, so 14, 28, 42, 84, 840 damage in one hit. That's nice, but I don't need to get it right now. I think I'd rather have this at the moment. Get sustain. Again, hit nice round 20. Have access to Cone of Cold. Right. Does this affect teammates? Because that was obviously the problem in Origins. You had friendly fire. If it doesn't have friendly fire, I feel like that's kind of overpowered. What is crossing person? Yeah, it's over here, so I will need to get Mind Blast at some point. Elemental weapons. Rally, Warrior Rally's Falcon combatants, briefly boosting other pikemen with mana or stamina regen rates and lending the benefits might control turn blade or elemental ages if the warrior currently is one of these sustained modes active. Plus 200 mana / stamina regen. That might be good, might not, I'm not sure. Stealing for battle before it takes deep breaths. No. Vanguard. That's discipline. Every swing count. Not that fast. Enemies suffer more pain when fighting war than they would for fighting else. Enemy damage resistant 90%. So that reduced their cleave. Next hit fatal, so death blows. Honestly, not the fuss about either though. Shield defense, reduces damage taken from the front and drawing more attention from enemies. However, less damage. Sacrifices the ability to make closing attacks, so you can't do combo enders, I guess that means. So will now protects warrior, further increasing resistance damage and making the warrior temporarily immune to the effects of force. Warrior strikes against attacking foes now inflict damage as well. Yeah, but it's activated. Now this is a sustain of plus 10% defense. And elemental ages. Natural attacks. That's really, really nice. Honestly, that's really, really nice. I'm pretty uncertain. I definitely don't want Pommel Strike. Warriors on Raven coverage grants bonus increase proportionally to the number of enemies the warriors engaging. Yeah, I'm not really fussed about her damage output. I want her to survive. Ooh. So I want her to be a rival? That sounds way better. Retaliation. Bodyguard. Immovable. Well, that's kind of useful. You can just do that on your mage. Immovable. Movement from 7 to coming blow. It's hardness in further, but also slows more and more. That sounds quite good, actually. Indomitable. Through sheer force, will refuse to be knocked off her feet or stunned. To convert smaller reactions. Considering the talent from the defense school allows to ignore these smaller reactions as well. Thick skin. Unusually durable. I mean, this entire tree is really nice. Elemental Age is very tempting. Especially since you get that and suddenly you got plus 60% to all these resistances. Help a lot with keeping them alive. We decided against that, didn't we? Oh no, we didn't. Shield defense, defensive stance. So at the moment they don't have a passive. And increased threat generation. That is 100% what we're doing. Oh, we got more. We just checked this. The usability we now have. Well, no, we didn't. We didn't get kind of cold. Shield burst. No, taunt is fine. We still don't have any, like, do not like stealth. How it's implemented in this game. Or it's not so much that it's necessarily bad, it's just not what I'm after. Okay, with that in mind, have your sustain, slap that over here. Now sustain, stack that up. Metal weapons, increase everyone's attack. And you don't. Oh no, you have a sustain. Attack speed plus 10. Right. Okay, there's Gamlen. Let's just pop past him. So the mercenary's now gone, okay?
Any luck?
Yes, they've agreed to help us.
I'll speak to Athenro and see when the bribes can be made. Wait here.
Then we made it. The voyage is over. We'll see what happens when this debt is repaid.
If only Carver were here with us.
And Wesley. Let's just see what happens. We have a long year ahead of us.
Thus
Okay.
began the champion's first year in Kirkwall. Word arrived from across the sea that the hero of Ferelden had defeated the Blight. But Lothering was destroyed. Kirkwall was the champion's home now. So she remained, paying off her debt, made a name for herself in the underworld. It was a busy year in the city. That's when the Kunari landed. A great storm had caught their ship and left hundreds of warriors stranded in the city, waiting to return home. That's also when the trouble began with the mages. The Templars had become very powerful under Knight Commander Meredith. But, most importantly, that's when I first met the champion.
No. Adraste's tits, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this expedition?
But we heard you're going into the deep roads. Surely you'll need all the help you can...
No. You're too late. Already done. This is a sort of venture that can make a man for life. I'm not about to take any chances hiring random humans.
We've fought and killed Darkspawn. How many of your hired men can say the same?
Get in line, human. Half of Kirkwall wants to be my best friend right now. You're looking for a quick way out of the slums, right? You and every other Ferelden in this dump. Find another meal ticket.
What are we supposed to do now? We've got nothing to stop the next person who tries to sell us out. This expedition was our last chance. We've made a name for ourselves this last year. We'll find something. We have to. We need coin, status, something we can hide behind. As long as we're just refugees, we're no one. Maybe Gamlen knows someone who can talk to Bartram for us. Our uncle's not exactly the most reliable tool in the shed. He's all we've got. Make us save us. We might as well ask. Otherwise, I don't know what we'll do. Hey!
I knew a guy once who could take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchants Guild. You might want to find yourself a new line of work. Off you go. How do you do? Varric Tethras, at your service. I apologize for Bartrand. He wouldn't know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
But you would.
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you. He would never admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
You're part of Bartrand's venture.
That's right. The Deep Roads wouldn't normally be my thing, but I can't allow the head of our family to go down there alone. So as you might imagine, I have more than a passing interest in this expedition's success.
What makes you so certain we can help? You know nothing about us.
Oh, on the contrary, you've made quite the name for yourself over the last year. The Coterie has been squeezing smugglers out left and right, and the only group to survive owes it all to you two. The name Hawk is on many lips these days. Not bad for a Ferelden fresh off the boat.
Oof. You have to phrase it quite that way?
You're going awfully far out of your way just to hire another guard.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner. The truth is, Bartrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition. 50 sovereigns and he can't refuse. Not with me there to vouch for you.
Your brother doesn't seem like the sort who's willing to split profits.
My brother is many things, but he is not stupid. Far better to share the profits than be trapped in a tide with 1,000 darkspawn between you and the exit. Trust me, he'll come around.
Why would you stick your neck out for a complete stranger?
I'd rather take a chance on someone with your reputation than head into the Deep Roads unprepared. And besides, we'd be your partners. I'm willing to give a little trust if you are.
I hope there's more to this. Like how I'm supposed to get that much coin together.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after a blight when the Deep Roads won't be crawling with darkspawn. The treasure you find down there could set you and your family up for life.
It won't be easy, but it's a chance. I think we have to take it. Better to work our way into this expedition than sit around waiting to be thrown in the gallows.
We work together, you and I, and before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
There might be nothing down there except darkspawn and rubble. How can you be sure we'll make a profit?
Well, Bartrand isn't grasping at strings. He's operating on some good information. Some of the Deep Roads are so old, even the dwarves have forgotten them. We just need to get down there. Then Bartrand will lead the way. You and I will be there to handle problems.
What's to stop you from taking my investment and running?
You'll be traveling with the expedition, and I'll be at your side. If I cross you, you'll be the first one to know, and I'll be the last.
What makes you so certain you'll be useful to me?
I know everyone in this city worth knowing. I can help you find the jobs you need, and if you don't need me for that, there's always Bianca.
You named your crossbow.
And why not? She's a beauty. Isn't that right, sweetheart?
What's to stop you from taking my investment and running?
You'll be traveling with the expedition, and I'll be at your side.
Right, you can't skip dialogue. That's kind of annoying.
First one to know.
What I'm saying is, this is giving me a different option here.
Asking me to take a lot on faith.
You're asking for a guarantee? I don't know that I can give you one. Look, I know the Templars have been asking questions. How terrible would it be to get out of the city for a while? If this works out, you'll be wealthy enough that the Order won't be able to touch you. You need the coin, and I need your help. We need each other. I can't make it sound better than that.
You have a deal.
Perfect. Kirkwall's crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job, and you'll have the money in no time.
Maybe Aveline can find us some work. She's got a position with the city guard now.
We should talk privately when you get the chance. In the Hanged Man, maybe. I'll be there when I'm not with you. Now, let's go see what trouble we can stir up. Ah, Hightown, where the rich go to piss their money away. This really is the best place in Kirkwall.
He's also a rogue, but he's specifically a ranged rogue. Difficult thresholds every 10. Damage inflicted by a critical hit. Yeah, the problem is this means we now no longer have a tank, because I don't think Aveline's joining us. Bursting arrow, being shot. Marksman. High level than he currently has. Back to back armistice. Precision probably more important. Both of those. Evade might actually be good for him. Then the sustain. Attack faster or make sure he hits and or crits. No, the way this is set up, you have to get, yeah, you have to get all of them at some point. So from now, precision's more important. But actually not enemy any. Enemy. Using attack type, using ranged or magic. Attack, actually drag that down one. Enemy attacking attacking party member. So if they're attacking, so suggesting she's still part of the party. back. Yep. Okay. Go home and check. Okay, so clearly there's gonna be a bunch of stupid stuff. Well, I paid for it. Okay, here's a map. Worthy, Sebastian, Viscount's Keep, Friends of the Guard. Okay, right, one of those, let's look at main plot. Back in man. Yeah, earn 50 man, Friend of the Guard. So that should be the active one. Journal map.
Nothing new today.
Huh. Okay. The Dwarven Merchant Guild is, without question, the most powerful surface dwarf institution. It has become what the Assembly is to the people of Orzammar, a prestigious club that everyone wants to belong to and the surest means to obtain power and fortune. The guild's leaders can always trace their lineage back to noble and merchant caste houses in Orzammar. The guild regulates trade between the Dwarven city and the surface, so quietly controls the entire economy of Orzammar, though the ruling king or assembly would never admit it. The guild is heavily conservative, I was going to say highly, heavily conservative, but it starts to get more of the ascendants, especially banking families, into its membership, which has caused no small amount of infighting in the guild. From the Dowager's Field Guide to Good Society by Lady Alcione. Alcione or Alcione? Longsword. If I can she even use longswords? Right. Circle staff or birch core. Yeah, Dawn's currently got his better. Really nice armor, actually. So that's from cold damage, that's from So physical. This one plus 3 health. That's plus 3% fire damage. Right, none of this is actually expensive. For some reason I thought they were. Well, that's exactly the same as what she already has. It doesn't actually have the thing that improves level up, and it's got a slot so I can put things in. There's nothing there I'd want to use.
Bodan Feddick, purveyor of goods both common and rare, at your service. And this is my son Sandal, who is as brilliant an enchanter as you'll ever find. Say hello to the nice human, Sandal.
Enchantment?
Hello. We shall be
What?
accompanying your expedition and providing the needed supplies. It's all quite exciting, isn't it?
You aren't worried about venturing into such a dangerous place?
Not with such fine protection. But I digress. Do you wish to peruse my wares, or perhaps make use of Sandal's unique talents? Enchantment?
Yay!
So,
What all enchanted from mages?
not at all. The fabled dwarven resistance to magic has allowed enchantment of crafts for countless ages. Granted, most dwarven smiths must work for many, many years to learn the skill, but my boy is a natural, a savant beyond compare. I like enchantment.
Oh, his vocabulary has increased a lot.
You two don't seem the sort to hire onto this sort of expedition.
My son and I have never played it safe, never kept to the tried and true roads. In fact, we have just returned from adventures while accompanying the hero of Ferelden, legendary Grey Warden and vanquisher of the Blight.
So you helped to defeat the Blight?
In our small way, perhaps. We did not fight at the Grey Warden's side, of course. The hero of Ferelden is a fine woman. After all her accomplishments, may she find even greater success. But surely my past is hardly of interest to the likes of you.
See what your son could do.
What your son can do.
Enchantment!
Right. Okay, I don't have any runes. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm letting you down there, Sandal. Items I don't care about talking to. Okay. Leave area. That's the Blooming Rose. Which guild? Cold Blades. Pile of Armory. Robes by Jean-Luc. Viscount's Way. Hightown Estates. Leave area. Sebastian. What's this? Alright, no, it's just because of the weird shape of it. Chancery for not going there. Hightown Estates would be lovely, but probably can't afford to. Viscount's Way. Viscount's Keep. I'm going to check on Aveline first. Huh? Right, because they had the junk icon. Right, okay, makes sense. Shift tab.
It's a ruse. The Kunari aren't waiting for a boat. They're waiting for reinforcements from Parvola.
Reinforcements would come by sea. Technically, they are waiting for a boat.
You don't seem to like your brother very much.
And here I thought it took blood magic to read minds.
I had a twin brother, Carver. He used to nail my braid to the bed while I was sleeping. I never thought I'd miss him this much.
Sorry about your brother. Hey, you want mine? I got a spare.
Yeah, obviously. I agree. Just straight how some people view the Three Marches. On a map, they see its name emblazoned on the vale south of the Minanta River and assume it to be a nation just as Ferelden is. They imagine a single ruler, a single army, and a common culture, but nothing could be further from the truth. I doubt serious folk in Tantervale, not at all like the royal revelers of Vico, who in turn are nothing like the self-important traders of Kirkwall. We are many nations crossed under one name on the map because the truth won't fit inside the borders. I love this saying I heard once. We have a Princess Darkhaven, a Margrave in Ansburg, a Tern in Ostwick, and the Viscount of Kirkwall. You have accept no king in the Three Marches. At least not since Virus appointed himself king 7 centuries ago, which was immediately and unanimously opposed by our many great nations. We may only come together to face a common enemy, but when we do, we have a formidable ragtag bunch. Do you know that Greywall and Garhel also united us during the Exalted Days? We must together proudly defeat the Darkspawn at Aisley, and immediately afterwards return to our petty bickering. The most important thing to know about the Three Marches is that we're free. We determine our own destiny, and that pleases us. Beyond that, there are no time coalesces when Brad Turney comes to town. We boldly express a fight to any foreigner who will listen. We'll kiss freedom on the lips and even lock arms with the proud Starkhavener. Alas, it lasts only a day, but there's no harm in that, right? A letter written by Lord Chancellor Geoffrey Oric of Tantervale to Empress Celine, 929 Dragon. Gather your party. Of course. Right, but I can't at the moment select Aveline, at least not without talking to her. Hierarchy of the Circle. Yeah. It is no simple matter, safeguarding ordinary men from mages, and mages from themselves. Each circle town must have some measure of self-government, for it is ever the Maker's will that men be given the power to take responsibility for our own actions, sin and fail, as well as to achieve the highest grace and glory on our own strength. What hypocritical bullshit. Immediately, it's just like, but you take away mates' right to choose for themselves. You, who will be tasked with protecting the circle, must be aware of its workings. First Enchanter is the heart of any tower. He will determine the course the circle will take. He will choose which apprentices may be tested and made full mages, and he will work most closely with him. Assisting the first enchanter will be the senior enchanters, a small council of the most trusted and experienced magi in the tower. In this group, the next first enchanter is always chosen. Leave the council of the enchanters. These are the teachers and mentors of the tower. You must get to know them in order to keep your finger on the pulse of the circle. The enchanters will always know what's happening among the children. All those who have passed the harrowing but have not taken apprentices are mages. This is where most trouble in the circle lies, in the idleness and inexperience of youth. The untested apprentices are the most numerous denizens of any tower, but they more often pose threats to themselves due to the lack of training than to anyone else. Like Commander Serene of the Chantry Templars. in a letter to his successor.
How much longer do I have to wait?
Good day,
A bit longer every time you speak. Okay, Matt. Can't seem to zoom in, which would have been nice. That's the vacant emails office. There's Aveline. Oh, if we hold that, Aveline's post. Sit guard barracks. What's this? Somewhere I'm sure I'm not supposed to go. Oh.
You're in my light. Do I come to where you work and stand in your light?
The Divines detached the head of the Chantry. Although since the schism split the Imperial Chantry into its own faction, there are now in fact two Divines at any one time. One Divine, informally called the White Divine, is a woman housed in the Grand Cathedral of Val Royeaux. The other, known as the Black Divine, is a man housed in the Argent Spire in Minrathous. Neither Divine recognizes the existence of the other, and the informal names are considered sacrilegious. No matter the gender, a Divine is dressed as most holy or your perfection. Beneath the rank of Divine is the Grand Cleric. Each Grand Cleric presides over numerous chantries represent the highest religious authority for the region. They travel to Val Royeaux where the college of clerics convenes, but otherwise remain where they are assigned. All Grand Clerics are dressed as your grace. Beneath the Grand Cleric is the Mother, or in the Imperial Chantry, the Father. If a mother is in charge of a particular chantry, revered is appended to her title. These are the priests responsible for administering to the spiritual well-being of their flock. A mother or revered mother is addressed as your reverence. Brothers and sisters form the rank and file of the chantry and consist of three main groups: affirmed, initiates, and clerics. Affirmed are the lay brethren of the chantry, those regular folk who have turned to the chantry for succor. Often, they are people who have led a difficult or irreligious life and have chosen to go into seclusion, or even orphans similar unfortunate who were raised in the chantry life. The affirmed take care of the chantry and are in turn afforded a life of quiet contemplation. No questions asked. Only those folk who take vows become initiates. These are men and women in training, whether in academic knowledge or the martial skills of a warrior. All initiates receive an academic education, although only those who seek to become Templars learn how to fight in addition. Clerics are the true academics of the chantry, those men and women who have dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge. They often found in chantry archives, sages presiding over libraries of books and arcane knowledge. The most senior of these clerics, placed in charge of such archives, are given the title Elder, although such a rank is still beneath that of Mother. All other brothers and sisters are addressed simply by noting their title before their name, such as Brother Genitivi. From a guide for ambassadors from Ravane.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
It's not a door I can open. Yeah. Go check that way.
Good day, Sarah.
Oh. Okay, this is going to be problematic. The Chlormerin Accords. I might have pronounced that right. Despite being technically Welsh, I can't speak it at all. And the double L. Anything? Chlormerin? I think that's right. 50 years. That's how long it took the Imperium to drive out the Canary occupations. The rest of Northern Thalos was not so lucky. Both Divine White and Black declared exalted martyrdom for the only time since the schism of the Chantry they worked together. A century-long siege resulted with the giant Canary entrenched in Antiva and Ravane, and all of Thalos throwing armies against them. The war drained the resources of every nation in Thalos, leaving most on the brink of collapse. For the Giants, it did not appear to be the damage to their armada or the loss of their soldiers, but a terrible toll upon the Ravane population that prompted their retreat. when the third year Exalted March had all but massacred the people of Kontar without even chipping the Qunari occupying force, the Giant finally withdrew. The treaty that put an official end to the Qunari Wars was signed on the politically neutral island of Hlamarin off the southern coast of Rivain. 150 years after their assault on the mainland began, the Qunari left our shores. They received the northern archipelago in exchange for cessation of hostilities against all the nations in the Accord, only to Vint refused to sign, so the war continued to rage in the period to the present day. It's worth noting, however, that the Kingdom of Rivain immediately violated the treaty. Twice. Once, when the humans of northern Rivain, nearly all practitioners of the Kun and therefore by definition Qunari, refused to leave their homes to go in exile to the islands. Error. And again, when the Rivain Chantry and nationalist forces, unable to convert the people back to the worship of the Maker, tried to purge by the sword, slaughtering countless unarmed people and burying them in mass graves. It's a fortunate mystery that the leaders in Kandahar did not alert their allies in the Northern Passage, and we'd still be fighting the giants now. From the Exalted Marches, an examination of Chantry warfare by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar.
I don't think I can do that.
Okay, I'm not entirely surprised by that. I'm not. The Viscount is suspicious, but the bribe is sufficient to gain access to the restricted section of the archives. Money would have been best spent elsewhere, the archives being almost devoid of Imperial Mirror records. When the slaves revolted, they hunted and matched to burn the city, at least the parts that could be burned. One account says that the streets were lit with piles of scrolls and books set aflame. It's a quest futile. The slaves destroy the answer? As Mephraf's army toppled the Imperium, they sent 3 magisters and their legions here. They never arrived. Very much here of all places. What are they coming here for? Behind the panel, curious marking signed the Band of 3.
You want me to do what? I don't think so.
The office of the Viscount is not open to the public, especially recent arrivals not actually part of the public.
Oh, you snotty little shit. I'm gonna make you eat those fucking ones.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Into the companion's home base. That's locked. Pebbles. And with pride that I, your Viscount, grant the authority of law and civil enforcement upon the guardsmen of an independent Kirkwall. No more will we defer to the will of foreign troops or draw a holy order into tasks unbefitting their mandate. These proud men and women will be of the people and will enforce the laws we have elected for a civil and ordered society. Should the spectre of invasion return, the noble guardsmen will conscript from the population, for who better to match the people's will than the constables of law charged with its inspection. This is a great day, fair Kirkwall, and I am honoured to appoint the first guard captain. Long may he serve the will of the free people. Or Legion legacy. Our institutions of the oppressed linger, the species of Viscount Michael Michel Lafayette, collected by Philium, a bard. Plus 5 health. Yeah. What do you mean I can't? Oh, no, it goes to a different slot.
Aveline! Hello, Hawk. Been a while, hasn't it?
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
Still having trouble? I thought you were past all that.
Lately, I don't know. I've been pushed out to some dead patrols. Maybe I stepped on someone's toes.
You can be forceful.
My charm, right? I should be able to go where I'm needed. In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor.
Oh, I'm up for it, Aveline.
Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
The Blight is over. You could go back to Lothering.
That wasn't home for me. It was just where the Horde pressed us. It wasn't the first village I saw fall. But you don't get used to people losing everything.
I'd been away already. I don't know if I'd still call it home.
Sometimes the best thing about a place is that it's where you're from.
Seems like Kirkwall suits you.
It has been a challenge. Lots of opportunity, if you're the type the locals want.
Are you?
If you argue enough, you kind of convince yourself.
This must be a very different pace from serving King Cailan.
I love that life. But there's a new king for a new Ferelden. Seems cocksure, but I guess he was there when the Archdemon fell. Can't fault an active hand. It's just one more change, though. The real end for me was Ostagar. You and Carver must have felt something similar. I don't know if that's right to say. I barely knew him.
Death on that scale certainly has a finality to it.
Sometimes I wonder.
It's been a year settling in. Are you all right?
You don't need to coddle me. I am where I am. How close I hold my memories is my own business.
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing?
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
Do you have a name or anything else to go on?
Not important. If we show up and they attack, they're bad. Simple as that. I'll wager it's smugglers though. Like I said, seems like an obvious trap for a caravan.
You've been nosing around outside your commission.
I have contacts, and they're complaining about a lack of meat. Thugs and such. Someone is hiring. And one or two were told to prepare for travelers. You want to be good at this job? You pay attention to what's missing, and when people arrange escape routes.
Seems like you'd want to share this with your fellow guards.
I will, if you sit on your hands. I'll send my alerts, and someone else will lead a patrol. But there's profit and influence to be had. You're my friend, so I'm offering.
Yeah, that's good enough.
You've got yourself a partner.
I knew I could count on you.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there.
Yeah.
You're acting on behalf of the Guard.
Messiah, please stop.
should be. We'll find the ambush hiding along the path to send them out. It's good because we need to go up there anyway at some point. Oh, let's see this door. Study of the Fifth Blade, Volume 1. Yeah, okay. While some of my contemporaries dispute whether the Fifth Blade was a true blade or merely a last Darkspawn resurgent, historians agree that it began in the swamp of the Korcari Wilds on the southeastern border of Ferelden in the year 930 Dragon. King Kylan, I'm not sure about that, was swift in responding to the threat, gathering the royal army, every Grey Warden in his country, and sending a call for aid to the Ferelden nobility. The assembled armies laid a trap in the ruins of Ostagar, hoping to crush the force before it reached civilization, but they failed. Darkspawn overran the defenders of Ostagar and decimated the king and his army. They continued their advance to Ferelden unopposed. Only 2 Grey Wardens managed to escape the slaughter. Somehow, they came with the possession of ancient treaties, which compelled the races of men to join arms against the massing horde. Okay. Right. Well, time for another break. Back in a couple of minutes after some ads. See you soon. Alright, I'm back. That's fade too quick. Right, okay, then immediately bring up the map. Where is that chest? It is... By count... Keep... S chest... Near... Was... Office, my first note.
Hope the day is treating you well, Sarah. Not going to happen.
Okay, right, we're done here. Is it feeling like a somewhat unfocused beginning of the game? Expired Lowtown. Let's skip to Lowtown now. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, let's call that back.
You show admirable restraint, Bethany.
For a mage, you mean?
I could also say for a hawk. But yes, for a mage.
You have a sword. Why aren't you killing someone right now?
Fair point. But I can put my sword down.
Believe me, I have tried. Ooh, I wonder if they sell shoes.
Lowtown. Lowtown sits in a massive caudal-shaped pit that was once Kirkwall's first quarry. The district was constructed by slaves who carved the city and its harbour out of the rock. Today, Lowtown is a labyrinth of shantytown, corridors in an hexagonal courtyard, hexes in the local parlance. At Lowtown's poorest living caves hewn out of the cliff face, the district is shoddily built and bears scars caused by collapsing walls. Foundry smoke smothers the area. Only a cold winter storm clears the air, but the icy wind howling over the mouths of old mine shafts hardly counts as relief. Occasionally, these Darktown shafts erupt with gouts of foul air known as choke damp. It's not uncommon to find whole slumps silently suffocated, frozen in the midst of everyday activity. Jesus fucking Christ. The walls surrounding Lowtown are highest by the harbour. Its busy street leads up to Hightown, where the wealthiest Kirkwall is perched. When one stands in Lowtown, all one sees other than the rocky walls is Hightown. It glitters overhead, always in sight, yet always beyond reach. From pursuit of knowledge, the travels of a Chauncey Scholar by Brothers on the TV. Man, he really did get around, didn't he? Yeah, that's Hightown.
I have only the finest of Vivat merchandise.
Okay. Badly copied leaflet. Take back our streets. Fraudulent refugees, Canary soldiers. Who next? If it's slavers snatching children out of their beds, they send now. Send a message to Kirkwood. Will not accept this. We must band together to drive foreign race from our doorstep. Claim free marches for the marchers. If you care about our future, join the Friends of Kirkwall. Claim our city.
My. If it isn't Hawk. Good to see you again, Elegant. Lady Elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now. Last time we met, you were still in Athenral's employ. Things have been going well since then? It isn't always easy, but things are going well enough. That's wonderful to hear. You may recall I sometimes provided potions for Athenral. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf. And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free, for old time's sake.
You have unlocked a crafting station from which you can order items, give them the recipe and resources. Another station now available in Hawk's home, I think that's what it said. Alpha potion, yeah. Cool.
You should meet my husband, Hawk. Perhaps an evening out sometime.
Didn't read that.
I believe you lost this somewhere.
You have done a great kindness in returning this.
Gather round, all. I bring you a priceless treasure. From the highest heights of Mount Davarus is travelled. A pouch of Andraste's ashes. Verified by the scholar Genitivi, these ashes cure any ailment and provides virility in more intimate matters. Do I have a volunteer?
I'll try.
Just a small pinch, Sarah. There you go.
My God! It's gone!
Cured by the Maker himself.
That's enough. Clear out, you charlatans.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of obvious.
Those swindlers' nab goes straight to the carter's coffers. They must be stopped.
Miracle Makers. Eliminate the Carter swindlers operating in Lowtown.
You want swords? I got swords.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that is lovely, and I can't afford it, obviously, but mana stamina. Okay, yeah, that would be really, really nice, but again, can't afford it. Oh.
Walk in peace.
Come, see my collection for yourself.
Yep, these are both improvements, and I can actually afford one. We also got, ooh, % health, enemies drop more coin. Oh, I mean, that's lovely. Guild ring, 8 defense, 106, 5 resistance. That seems like a lot. 4% fire damage, 5% mana stamina. All things that actually be really, really nice. Ooh, rune of fire warding. Armor rune decreases fire resistance. Okay, I'm going to, I think,
My favorite spot in the whole city. The taverns in Hightown are all owned by the Merchants Guild.
I'm going to hit up.
Hey there, lovely.
book.
Well, Mother was pretty steamed when you ran off with your Ferelden apostate.
I'm still their daughter, their eldest. He wasn't like this in Lothering. I think he misses the open fields. Come on. Let's play Fetch the Invisible Ball.
Poor thing. Maybe he'd be happier if we brought him with us more often.
But if he's with us, who'd keep Gamlen's debt collectors away?
Take it. I'm sick of what's-his-name staring and panting.
Gamlen, honestly, a Mabari understands what you say. Try using his name.
What's wrong with Dog? Real easy to remember.
Call him Dog. What are we going to call him though? I mean, obviously, if I'm Merlos, there's the temptation to call him Ashley. Though for some reason I want to call him Slobberchopped. It's the first thing that came to mind.
I'll let you sleep.
Storage. Okay. Writing desk. Letter from Athelman. Hawk, your year's up and you're free to go. Despite what you think, we had a good thing working together. Might pass along an opportunity or two if you're willing to get your hands dirty. Stay safe. Okay, cool. The Black Emporium. Greetings. Do you not know who I am? I've heard of you. I understand you might need an item for my collections, but there's the means to obtain them. You do not extend this invitation to anyone. You're not simply anyone, are you? Consider this an invitation to the Black Emporium. Closed are directions through the passages underneath the city, as is the charm to enter. You give the charm to another, its permission will immediately be revoked. The consequences will be unpleasant. Adieu, Xenon. Pardon the rules of magic. You must not be under the misimpression that magic is all-powerful. There are limits. Not even the greatest mages may overcome them. No one, for instance, has found any means of travelling, either over great distances or small ones, beyond putting one foot in front of the other. Lie. Nope, I don't remember what they're called. The mirrors. The mirrors allow you to travel great distances very quickly, but they're fixed travels, I think. The immutable nature of the physical world prevents this. So no, you may not simply pop over to Minrathos to borrow a cup of sugar, or may you magic the essay you forgot in the apprentice dormitory to your desk. You'll simply have to be prepared. Similarly, even when you send your mind into the Fade, your body remains behind. Only once this barrier has been overcome. Reputedly, the spell required 2/3 of the living to defend the Imperium, as well as the lifeblood of several hundred slaves. Results were utterly disastrous. Finally, life is finite. A truly great healer may bring someone back from the very precipice of death when breath and heartbeat have ceased, but the spirit still clings to life. But once the spirit has fled the body, it cannot be recalled. There's no failing of your skills or power. It is simple reality. Let's just first enchant of Restless. Oh, that's annoying. No, not yet.
I think this is the same train cheese that was here a year ago.
No interest gambler. Gambler in the mail. Payment is now 2 months late, sir. Interest accrues, as you're well aware. You'll find yourself barred from establishments unless payment is made. Think, the better car shop or numbers running and Kirk deal with you. I certainly hope this matter is attended to before steps are taken. Let us avoid further unpleasantness. Gallard.
I can't have Mother living in this hole. We've got to get out of here. Looks like the dog's trying to tunnel his way out of this hovel. Can't blame him.
I wish we had the money for our own place. My children have been in servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
This is the way things are, Mother. Gambling can't change it now.
Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Lancey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
I know the Amels were nobility, Mother, but not much else. Why don't you ever talk about them?
The Amels have been a noble family in Kirkwall since Garahel drove out the Fourth Blight. But we've always carried magic in our blood. It's been a stain on our lineage. No family of good standing would ever marry into a line with magic. When I chose your father, I was bringing more magic into our line, not less. I think that's what hurt my parents the most.
Did Grandfather mention Mother in his will at all?
Our father died when you were still in Pinafores, girl. You can hardly expect me to remember.
Sounds like a yes to me.
Please, Uncle. We have a right to see it for ourselves.
Maybe so. But you won't be seeing the bloody thing. It's still locked up on the estate, and that's long out of my hands.
You didn't take your parents' will.
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who
You could have said that a bit nicer, but...
Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
So, I hate thinking badly of family. But did Uncle Gamlin seem a little slippery when he talked about Grandfather's will? If he, say, invested money that was meant to be Mother's, do you think he would tell us?
I want what's ours.
Good. I'm glad we agree. Gamlin told me he gave the estate as payment to some slaver who beat him at dice. Apparently, our ancestral home is now a base for slavers from
We're gonna do a lot of killing.
Good. Then we can break in, and I don't care if we kill them.
I already talked to both of them about this. Gamlin said they guard the front entrance well. But Mother gave me her old key. She said it should unlock the cellar. Apparently the sewers run right beneath the house.
Okay, right. I need to go in storage because obviously I've got way too much crap. Okay, first off, anything that's actually few. This is all the mage gear, which makes sense. Okay, right, I can look at those. Alright, this should count as just one. Oh, wrong way around. Okay. Okay, that's a lot less. Obviously, I can't do anything with the bows. Weapons. That's axe. Axe. So, which one goes first? 2 to attack, 3 attack speed. Comes the River Dane. Interesting. Visor. Options, interface, hide helmet. Alpha helmet at the moment. Bean. Keep Bethany's. Keep Varg's. This does feel a little excessive, doesn't it? Great sword. Great sword. Two-handed. Uh, 7 attack speed. Anything that requires level, and we have something of that type already. We could toss. Ooh, okay. Homes allow Hawk to instantly learn abilities and improve attributes to use as soon as Hawk acquires them. And that. Damage wise, that's massive improvement. It's not great on that. Even that there. Okay.
One scrubbing brush, never used. I just
keep waiting for the Templars to knock on that door.
Turn to Lowtown. Okay, now let's start equipping shit. Oh! Oh, well, that stinks. Okay. Bonus 30 minus down and regenerate, bonus to subtract, bonus to lock picking. Yep, that's going on you. Hmm. Well, that changes a lot of things, actually. Right, back in. Back storage. Hmm. Hmm. No, that looks stupidly good. Use the ability for the tree, you must first spend a specialization point. Right, specialization is what allows you to buy extra trees, right? More damage, critical hits, float. Yep, assassinate. Yeah, so that's something definitely going to want. No, I can't get any of those. I've got one ability point. That's right. Attack from the chance to inflict bleeding wounds that cause additional damage for a short time. No, no. Okay. Second boy, alone. Yeah, shots in Hightown by day. I'm really annoyed that these can't be equipped. I won't be surprised if I go right back inside again. Better for her. It's restricted. Restricted. Not actually restricted. Point. Okay, what would we like for you? That's shield defense, perception. We take constant awareness back. Shield equip. Yeah, straight away. Hail of ours. Tempting. Chameleon bear. Rogue tosses a flask of shatters and haze smoke, obscuring nearby allies for a short time. That's more likely to miss them. That's quite good. At the back, blindside. That'd be quite nice. Mm-hmm. Blindside is really. It's so tempting. I have to get it. Yeah. Okay. And now all level 5.
Being a guardsman seems like a better life than being a soldier. My brother's a soldier. It's all about taking land and serving some king you've never met. Guardsmen, they do something real. They protect people. They make their lives better.
I don't know if I agree.
Neither would my brother.
Okay, now we want to find the merchant. That is mostly quite good, actually. More strength than she has. Quite cheap, actually. So it's sell for a lot more. Yeah, I'm not surprised this gear sells for nothing, because it would absolutely break the game if I could sell it for
Jevon takes no notice of these thieves. No one cares as long as they keep to Lowtown and the docks. No one except guards on the street, that is.
Yeah, that sounds like it's time for us to step up.
Maybe another time.
Oh, I think I took that off. I think this is a bit naughty. I shouldn't be doing that.
Not a step closer. No refunds on the ashes, friend. If the Maker doesn't favor you, that's between you and him, isn't it?
Yeah, about that.
Looks like a fight. Be ready. Get back!
Warhide.
What's the point?
Awesome.
The thieves are gone, Guardsman.
Did you say something? I didn't hear you. And clumsy me. I seem to have dropped a coin purse in your hand.
Understood and appreciated. Okay. Well, that. Let's say about that. That is going to be it for tonight. So, day one of Dragon Age 2. I'm enjoying it well enough. It's been good. It definitely feels. Combat feels faster. That might be me misremembering, but that's how it feels. Yeah, that's faster, but okay, we'll see how it goes. I can still pause whenever I need to, so that's great. We'll see how things go. It's felt a bit. I kind of feel like I'd like more direction at this early in the game, but you know what? Fine. It's already wide open, bunch of stuff you can do. Great. And what I'll do is be back on tomorrow night around 8 PM UK time for 4 more hours of Dragon Age 2. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I see you then. That's that for now. Problem I've got is that it's going to try to run an ad now. I should have snoozed it.